Well, hi, my name is Jeff Cordwell, and I now sell ACCA APM courses digitally, as some of you watching this will know. Yeah, given my background as a tutor, I have been an examiner for this sort of topic, and so I feel qualified. And the other day I was talking to one of my students, a chap called Reese, who was talking about the fact that in the past he'd only ever done face-to-face courses and was quite against the idea of coming on a digital course, sort of thing that I do. And yet, having done that, being forced into it to some extent by COVID, he says now he would never go back. And I thought I would just reflect on that for a few minutes, actually, because of course I started off my career in the classroom, and I've been in the classroom since frighteningly 1985. I think I started with Kaplan originally. And I've pretty much been in the classroom for all that period. And it's only been recently, I suppose, last couple of years that I've gone digital. And I think when you start to think about the strengths and weaknesses of the two forms of training, the digital option really comes across pretty well if you think about it, because it's very flexible. You can fit it into your day whenever you want to. If you've got a spare hour, you can do a bit of study. You can pick up where you left off. You can pause the video. You can't pause the tutor, can you? You can pause your video and think about something and reflect on something. And of course, some people argue that what you can do in a classroom is ask the tutor a question. But, in my experience, a lot of students are pretty reluctant to do that. But you're not reluctant to WhatsApp me, that's for sure. And that's great. Yeah, WhatsApp to me is an absolute game changer. You've got your phone on you, haven't you, pretty much 100% of your waking time. Well, so have I. So when you've got a question, you can just ask it and it pops up on my phone and I will then respond. So it's almost like having a tutor in your pocket, isn't it? You're carrying Jeff Cordwell around in your pocket 24 hours a day. And if you get a thought of a question, you can just ask it. And what's more, you don't even have to type it. You can push the voice message, because increasingly that's how I am responding to questions. I'm responding to them on voice message because it's really flexible, I think. And also, when I think about it, I used to travel to a training centre to do my courses. What a pain that is. I get up at 6:30. I'd get on the train at 7:15. I'd travel for 45 minutes to an hour. I'd then go into a classroom. I'd sit there for 6 hours and then come back. But every day I was giving up, an hour and a half of travel time. And of course, travel cost and subsistence cost. And all of that disappears with digital courses, doesn't it? You can study when you want. You're in your bedroom, you're in your study if you're lucky to have a study. I'm sat here in my kitchen. Yeah, so, you don't have to have specific space. I've got headphones. I won't disturb anybody else if I want to listen and learn something. And also, I was thinking about the quality sort of argument a little bit. What's the quality like for these two versions of a course? And when I was a tutor, I think I was pretty consistent. I was pretty good, I think, most of the time. But now and again, I was tired. I'd be doing 20 days on the trot and I was exhausted. Whereas with a digital course, it's always good. It's always first class, because when the tutor's recording a session, if it doesn't come out quite right, they just hit F9. And F9 is code for pause. And then you re-record it. And then, Mark here at FME will piece together the video that makes sense. And so you come up with something that's almost perfect. Authentic, but perfect. And that's a very interesting sort of argument, I think, as well. So what's better, face-to-face or digital? And it's a very interesting question. And something else, just while I'm thinking about that, think about cost, because face-to-face courses are very, very expensive. Very expensive. If I look at the UK market at the moment, the major players that are offering face-to-face courses, or the minor players that are offering face-to-face courses, are double the cost of my course. And I honestly believe my course is more flexible. A digital course is certainly cheaper. I think it's better. I think it's more efficient. I think the bite size idea is more handleable. It's a very compelling case, and certainly, I would commend it to you.